Sarah Belmonte here, founder of Moms Out Marketing and owner of Design Remodel Pros. Every month, we love to come online and introduce our speaker just so you get a little bit of a teaser, really, so you can come and join us for our September networking. Okay, so we have September 6th and September 20th. That's 9:30. That's every first and third Wednesday. And we'll be sharing the links in the comments. So today we are talking about a CEO mindset and a CFO mindset. And at this time in my life, I know I've shared with you that we had a death in the family. So I'll tell you, having a CEO mindset and a CFO mindset has been really difficult this week. So I have to really appreciate the timing that God's put us with Susan de Robertis, because I think this is a perfect time, also mid-year for any business, for us to remember why we started, what our mindset needs to be to finish a year strong. So let me introduce you to Susan de Robertis. Hi, Susan. How are you?
Oh, hi, Sarah. Great to be with you and your audience today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, we were so excited, and thank you to Kristen Marr, who's put us together so that you could come on live for us. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself as we start?
Yeah, sure. Well, I've got about 30 years under my belt. I'm an accountant by education, and that went all the way up to a chief financial officer. So I was in that C-suite office for a number of years and building out businesses, working with the CEO, being the CFO, and seeing what does it take to really have what you want in your business. And after a while, I wanted to take a look back, scale down myself, and really work with small business owners who really didn't have the access to someone of my experience and wisdom. And a lot of life events in my own life, changed my direction as I went along. I got divorced, and that was a big change. And I decided to really focus on women business owners at that point, because I recognized that the majority of the people attracted to me were women who really wanted a better life for themselves, whether they were divorced or not, and their family. And so I became a business coach and advisor for women business owners and entrepreneurs. And I, of course, am one myself.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much. I think there's such a beautiful niche that we need to create for women. And that's really why Moms Out Marketing was created as well. So I'm glad to have you on and know that you focus in on women in business, because just like Moms Out Marketing, as I was explaining, it's for women in any stage of business, but also any stage of motherhood. And we accept those who are the dog moms or just want to create a balance within their home. So we do accept all types, just that loving atmosphere and nurturing that we really all need as business owners too. So thanks for coming on. And we like to ask our speakers about kind of their childhood. So would you be open to sharing that?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yes. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So as a child, did you even think about becoming an entrepreneur or a speaker?
Well, no. Excuse me, as a child, I really thought I'd be a teacher. And it's funny, in a way, I have become a teacher. I am a teacher, as I am a business mentor. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and I was in charge of my 3 siblings. So I was always the leader and very responsible, naturally, and at a very early age. My siblings are a lot younger than me. So at the age of 10 and then 12, and going onward, I was in charge of them. So This was now when you're 10 or when you're 12, it's like a drag. It's like, oh, you people, uh,
Well,
I couldn't have any free time. I was always with them, and but
mhm,
as a result, my two brothers and my sister are the most wonderful people in the whole world, and I love them dearly. We have great relationships. We're a great family, and it really was a natural segue to in looking after people, in um, being a caretaker of sorts,
mhm,
really, and having that responsibility. I really look at my clients as not just a source of income for me. It's
mhm.
it's really them and their life, their family, and what do they want for themselves in their life. And I'm their partner in having that be not just a dream, but have it become a reality, have it be real
So
and live
sweet.
it. Yeah.
I love that way you said, because I'm the oldest too, and we are
Mhm.
such
Yeah.
caretakers. And I
Yeah.
noticed that within many of our entrepreneur community that we
Mhm.
have, it is a lot of, the oldest child that's used to kind of taking charge. They have that
Mhm.
natural set in their life, and so they have these talents of organizing certain things and making sure things are in order, which serves us so well as entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
Um, so, and I've also taught, Susan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. I taught also. I was, an art teacher in,
Mhm.
because I also paint. I love, I love
Oh
art,
my,
and
okay, Susan,
so
I paint
I
too.
paint. And oh, this is so funny. And so a friend of mine was the director of a Montessori school up in
Mhm.
Westchester, New York, where I live. And she knew, she was in a spot. She was in between, art teachers. And she said, can you work part time for me? And, until I get someone. And I told her I do, I have an art background. I can teach art. I went to Parsons School of Design in New York, in addition to Baruch College for accounting. So I have a split personality. So
Oh,
this is
do you
so
happen to be Gemini too? Do you?
so I did teach art in a Montessori school, and I loved it. The experience was fantastic. And I think teaching is so underrated and unappreciated in this country. I don't want to digress, go off on a tangent from our conversation here, but I do appreciate and value teachers because it's not
Absolutely.
something that everyone can do, really.
Yes. So, our grandma who just passed away, she was a math
Oh,
teacher. My
oh,
mom is a
mhm,
teacher as well, and
mhm,
so I taught
mhm.
SPED and
Yeah.
also bilingual. But it
Oh,
helps when
mm,
you're doing
mhm,
the
mhm. Yeah.
consulting, when you're doing teachings, trainings. That
Mm,
background of you teaching, for whatever age, can
yeah.
really transfer into teaching adults, or even just when you
Mm,
have different personalities. It helps.
mhm,
Going
mhm.
back into your teaching
Yeah,
hat.
yes, it does, because as a business coach and mentor, yes, I am dealing with all different types of people, personalities, skill levels, and the understanding of who the person is, and what's their history, background, values, all of that comes into play. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Well, thank
Mhm.
you so much. How fun
Mm,
that we've
you're welcome.
found so many similarities.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and in your journey, have you noticed anything or things that have been really significant to kind of bringing you to where you are today, as an entrepreneur, or even just
Mhm.
your general success?
Yeah. Well, it is largely from my childhood, my background, being the oldest of four, but also that I naturally always raise my hand when, who wants to do, whatever, we need someone to be in charge of, fill in the blank. And I was always the one to raise my hand. It's just a natural, it's just who I am, really. But a big impact in my career was going through a divorce, which really rocked my world, where everything changed. I lost everything. And so from that, and I thought, how could I lose everything? I'm a smart cookie. I'm in finance. I'm an accountant. What the heck is going on here? But we as women are emotional, and we are different when it comes to money. And this changed my life. It changed my priorities. And it also changed my commitment to myself and my own future. So this became teaching money mindset, and teaching how to have income in your business. And what does wealth really mean to me? And what does it mean to, each one of you who are listening in today? What does it mean? Everyone has their own definition of wealth. It's not just money. It's really, well, how do you feel about your life? Do you have the freedom that you want, and the joy in your life that you can do the things that you really want to have and do?
Yes, and thank you for asking that question, because wealth means different things to different people, and thank you for mentioning about your divorce, because I think I've seen many women who have gone through a divorce and they have to start completely over.
Mhm.
And so if you're online, one, let us know in the comments if you're joining live or on the replay. Also, if you've had anything that has helped you pivot with your business. I know the pandemic has been a huge pivot for so many of us.
Mhm.
And many people, as I do business consulting myself, have really are still feeling that strain.
Yeah. Oh,
It is a long-term strain of what we
mhm.
have gone through in the pandemic.
Mm.
This is a great time to stay motivated and kind of reassess where your mindset is, so we can get you back on track.
Mhm.
Yeah, let us know what your business is if you're on the live, and tell us, what does wealth mean to you? Yeah, and I'm
Mhm.
so glad. I mean, that we're really talking about going into this CEO and CFO mindset, because, like I said, there's been so many challenges through the pandemic, or even just starting a business. I find people say, "Oh, my family, my friends aren't supporting me," and so we go into these types of topics in Moms Out Marketing, but
Mhm.
I like how I did something a little bit different. It's not just the CEO mindset, but it's the CFO mindset as well.
Mhm.
Which I don't think many people go into both. But if you
No.
don't understand the CFO mindset, you
Mhm.
really can't be a successful CEO. So I really appreciate you doing that. Um, and I wanted to ask these questions, like, because I feel like there's some people out there who just don't have the finance background.
Mhm.
I majored in math, and still,
Mhm.
I mean, I have I have the packet, a little book that it may even say accounting for dummies or something like that. And I
Mhm.
love to kind of go down to the depths of the foundation and then learn more. But what if you're not number savvy? How do you really approach a
Mhm.
money mindset?
Mm. Yes, that's a big issue. And I will tell you that if you're in business, yeah, it's unless it's a hobby, but if you're in business to have an income, and the income is important to you and your family, then it's important to know your numbers and understand them. What does it mean? And to have a plan. The best thing to do, I recommend, is to work with someone who is really centered on the money and the mindset, and can explain these things to you. Now, most of my clients are creatives and non-financial people. They don't know how to view this. They find it overwhelming. They find it confusing. They find it, they'd rather be doing something else. So, but this is a necessary part of business. It comes with the territory. You really do need to understand basics, just basic stuff. And you don't have to be an accountant. You don't have to, have a degree of any kind, but you do need to understand basic terminology. Of course, everybody knows income and expenses, but what's how detailed is your business? How big is your business will determine how much information is needed for you. And the best thing to do is really have a positive attitude towards, okay, so this is not your forte. This is not your wheelhouse. And that's fine. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know physics. I don't know biology. I used to cut biology class all the time. Back in college and high school.
I was front row. When you talked about being like the one.
Right. And that's so funny. But you have to understand, well, what are you good at? What are your skill sets? And that's why people who are successful, the CEO will hire people around or have, people in their circle who advise them. And it doesn't matter how big your company is or how small, but everyone who has been successful has their go-tos because they don't know everything, but they research, they read a lot, and they have their go-tos to ask questions. And I really strongly advise you to get with people who know that, who have a financial background, and someone you resonate with, someone that you like, someone that you like.
Yes, and it's so true. I love it when you talked about the wheelhouse. We have certain God-given talents, and know that we're not in this alone. And that's why I created the mom community. For us to all understand that we're not supposed to do everything within our business. We can go out there and look for those experts in their particular field that we can add into our team. So you'll hear me say a lot what can you outsource? And I think as women, have you seen this working with women? Do you feel like we want to kind of do it all?
Oh yeah, I was just going to get into that. Because being, being a mom and being a woman, yeah, we think we can do it all, and that's our natural instinct. I mean, I think we're wired that way, and there are a lot of things. Yeah, we do many things all at once. We're thinking in here, planning, whatever. For the rest of the day or the week, and we're handling, okay, the kids are around or whatever paperwork has to be done, schoolwork, whatever it is in your life that's going on. You're never just doing one thing because we are able to multitask. However, you got to watch that. You don't want to overwhelm yourself and burn the candle at both ends. But at some point you have to recognize that, this is really not my my wheelhouse, and I can ask for help. I can outsource. I can ask for, well, who do you know that's, good at, like, for example, me, I am not a techie person. So I'm not going to go online and go figure out how to, set up something that is going to take me an hour or two to understand and then do it, when I can hire a VA and they'll have it done in like 15 minutes.
Yes.
And then my time, because your time is the most valuable. You can't get time back. You can always make more money, but you cannot get back like your time. So you have to make, and that's a judgment call. You have to see, all right, what's your comfort in that? It's all a choice. But at some point, if you find that this is not fun, and I'm wasting a lot of time and I'm not really getting anything out of this, like what do I know now you know, that I didn't know yesterday? And are you certain? Do you have confidence in that? Then go seek outside help, outside resources. Ask around. Who's good at who do you recommend for fill in the blank, whatever works for you, because you are the CEO of your business, and you need to be clear and be in a good positive place within yourself, not like wondering, well, I don't know, I'll get to that tomorrow, and that thing is always pestering you. You just avoid it like the plague, anything about finance or money. So I'll leave it there.
That's a good thing. Don't avoid the hard stuff. Find those people that are experts in it so that they can do it in your business. Right.
Exactly.
Yes. Now we're almost to time, so I wanted to just ask you a few more questions. Things that kind of, I know you talked about outsourcing, we've talked about staying within our wheelhouse, but are there any things that you practice, everyday practices that kind of help you with your success, like even for the CFO mindset and the CEO mindset? How often are you looking at your financials? What are things that our entrepreneurs in our community need to know?
Okay. Well, let's see. I do a few things. First of all, I look at my money every day. I go online on my phone right here, and everybody has their bank app on their phone, I would imagine, at this day and time. And I check what's going on in my account every day. Also, with the amount of fraud going on today, I think that's important anyway. But as a business owner, I'm a business owner, and you all are business owners, and it's your money, and you should know what's going on. Just look at it, see, does anything look suspicious? Is it, everything looks good, everything is in line? Okay, all right. And that takes a minute. That's it. And the other thing that I do is I take time out in the morning for myself to one of the things I do is I love coffee, so I make fresh coffee every morning. It's like my ritual. You may have something that you like to do in the morning for yourself. I find the aroma of coffee very satisfying. My family was in the coffee business, so I've been drinking coffee since I'm 4 years old. But this is something that I do for me, and also I have a like a 20-minute meditation that I just sit with myself. And was it decaf at 4 years old? No, it wasn't. Actually, it was 2 teaspoons of coffee in my milk. So it was very, very little, because I hated milk. And the only way my parents could get me to drink it was if they put 2 teaspoons of coffee in there, and no sugar. So I don't have a sweet tooth. So, yes, coffee, ole. Yeah. So my everyday practice is simple meditation, something that is deeply satisfying to me personally. It's a childhood memory. And also looking at my online bank account, and I know that, all right, I'm all set. And now I look at my calendar. I actually look at my calendar the day before to see, all right, when am I getting up? What meetings do I have early or late? And so I'm prepared mentally for the next day. And I also check again once I'm up. I see where I have to be. What do I have to do? Who am I meeting today? So
Thank you so much. And I think I love the simplicity of your habits. I really think it boils down for entrepreneurs too, is it's the simple daily habits.
Mhm,
What I call in my family, like your traditions. Um,
mhm, mhm.
in the morning that start off your success, and the aroma of the coffee getting you in that mindset of
Mhm.
enjoyment, of
Yeah,
getting ready to do something you absolutely love, and we have to go
yep,
back to that for our business, you know.
mhm, yep, and, let me see, oh, yes, and
There it
let's
is.
see, and here it is. My virtual background is getting in the way, but
I
here's
got mine.
here's my,
Cheers.
very large, coffee cup, yes, and
Thank
cheers,
you.
yes, uh-huh,
Oh yes.
mhm,
Well, thank you so much, Susan. Now, you have a special program coming up. Other
mhm,
than this
mhm,
month, you get the special treat of Susan de Robertis, right?
mhm.
September 6th and September 20th. Make sure you have RSVP'd. In the comments, you'll see the registration link. Brianna's going to share that for us. But also, Susan has so a money flow mastery, get your money flowing and go from overwhelmed to excitement. It's an 8-week money mindset mastermind. And we wanted to make sure that you have the opportunity to connect with Susan. So this is her Calendly. Make sure you're writing it down, and you can set up a meeting this month. It would be a great.
Yep, mhm. Oh, it looks like Sarah froze. Well, Sarah will be back. These things happen. Well, while she's getting back, uh, my information is right below, as you can see me and hear me. And yep, she's working the magic behind the scenes, and she'll be back momentarily. Okay, so we're going to sign off for now, and I do hope that you join us on September 6th and September 20th. I'm so excited to speak with you, and it was such a pleasure to be with Sarah with Moms Out Marketing, and enjoying coffee or tea with you and sharing what's going on with your money flow, your money mindset. So I'm so excited to speak with you, and I look forward to September 6th and September 20th. And also, my information about the Money Flow Mastery was also made available by Sarah. So thank you so much, everyone. Okay. All right. Bye bye.